So, Exhibit 1, beautiful sewing machine given to me by my mother-in-law, and I have been trying to remember my third year needlework and use it this week, which has gone moderately well. We have dolly clothes, although they are not actually sewing those ones. I've got a bit of trouble with my bobbins, if I'm honest. We've also been doing a bit of baking based on some TikTok videos, who'd have thought, and even some hair arranging involving making bows out of our hair in a slightly Lady Gaga way, all of which are things that I didn't think I would perhaps ever do, even with 3 daughters. But the bigger news this week has really been around the Institute of Fiscal Studies report into gender balance, and particularly the balance of work between parents during the virus and lockdown, and it makes pretty grim reading. On average, women are 47% more likely to have been laid off or to have quit their jobs from the pressure of everything that they've had to do, and they are 14% more likely to have been furloughed. And the furloughing is really significant. I spoke to a business owner this week who said that he increasingly sees furloughing as a waiting room for redundancy. In addition, for every hour of focused, uninterrupted work that a woman gets, men seem to get on average 3, and the sheer volume of housework and childcare is now enormous, with women clocking in an average of 10.2 hours and men coming more than 2 hours less than that, with an increase of 22 minutes for the contribution of men, which is great and perhaps a strike in the right direction, but not enough, I would suggest, to offset some of the problems that are coming down the road with this. Now, playing this forward, how does this work as our workforces start to get back into offices and other places of work? Well, one of the obvious things is there may well be many women who don't get their jobs back and who are also perhaps unable to get into work because they can't get onto the limited transport. But also there may be perceptions that women have performed very badly during lockdown, and I've heard that informally, that they haven't been able to concentrate in the same way and they haven't been as productive. So the question is, are we looking at a return 30 years in terms of gender equality? Are we just going to see women doing much worse and less likely to rise to the top of our organisations? A lot of answers have been proposed, and a lot of answers from government, looking at access to flexible work, looking at access to childcare, child benefit and equality of parental leave, all of which are important and great, but none of which I would suggest are on the current government's agenda when it's firefighting around advisors and there are so few senior women at the table.
Looking at the very severe childcare difficulties that presented themselves to Dominic Cummings and his family, I think that what they did was totally understandable.
Which leads me to put the question to you. When you think about this and we break out of some of those sort of answers that we've become used to that government isn't listening to, what is it that you want and need to see, whether it's from a household level, whether it's from an organisational level, small, medium-sized businesses or big businesses, and what you want to see more widely in society? I'm really interested in your thoughts and ideas and comments, and I really want to hear them.